Hi everyone, and welcome along to today's video. This one is how to renew a central heating pump. It's in a lovely tight position, which is where they normally are, usually next to your hot water cylinder in the airing cupboard. It can be in other little cupboards, like this particular one was though, and it's nice and tight, so it'll give you an idea whether you feel up to taking it on. If you can, you'll save yourself a lot of money, but this is how I've always tackled most central heating pumps. If you look at the union there, now you can see that union is in the upright position. Okay, it's starting to weep a bit, which isn't a very good sign. Sometimes it means the union might need replacing if they start leaking, which still means you have to drain it down. But nevertheless, I'm going to take it off and show you this way to change it over. So the next thing is to get this nut loose. Now, it's no point, these nuts, trying to undo them with a spanner, just putting a spanner on and hoping it'll undo. It's very unlikely, because they're usually seized on with the heat. The heat makes them stick and they need a shock to undo them. So it's never just a case of putting a spanner on there and hoping that that's going to do it, because it won't. The only way is going to be with what I use, and a lot of people will, woo, a hammer and chisel. Okay, sounds mad, but the shock will undo the nut. So that's what I'm going to show you next. Because I guarantee you, the only way you undo these nuts is by giving them a clout. This nut goes up that way, so you've got to clout it back that way. Tap. Bash. There you go. Now loose that should become. Like in that simple tap, you can now see that that union is loose. It can be undone easily. There we have him. There's our pump. Take a note of what direction he's pumping in. As you can see, the arrow is pointing in that direction, and that's the way it's got to be refitted. Okay, so we're getting ready to fit our new pump now, and this is it. A brand new DAB pump. I usually fit Grundfos. I decided I'll try this DAB pump out. It's got a 2-year guarantee, so we're good to go. Now, I personally prefer to wire up before installation, because it's always harder when it's installed, I find, to get it wired up. So I generally tend to wire it up first. Most pumps these days are this type of arrangement where you pull the lever back and insert the wire. See that? Pull the lever back, push the wire. Used to be a time, used to be screws, and you screwed it down, which I did prefer, to be honest, but modern times things change. Also on the side you'll have this side grommet for the wire, which consists of this part, a nut and a thread, okay, and a pulley cone. So basically we slide excuse me, the nut over, followed by our inserted piece. The wires go through there. They're always a bit tight for these grommets. Now we've literally just got to insert them in the right sockets here. You can see that that one is the earth, that one's got the end for neutral, and that one's the end for live. So we literally just ping them back and push them in. There we are, they're all in. Okay, so now we're ready. That now slides in its little socket there. Okay, push that back in. Push the wires down in situ. Okay, and we should be ready to put our cover on. Okay, that's how it should look before the cover goes on. Okay, so then we'll get our cover, put it on. Screwing back up, and at least it's wide, ready when it does go back on those unions. It's ready for go. down. Now the hardest part now, if you like. This is the part where we fit the pump back in. Make sure we've got the right direction on the arrow, same as the one you took out. Don't have it reverse pumping, it will never work. Okay, we've got to get this washer on. I tend to pull this nut forward and slide the washer on there with the nut holding that ring on, so we'll get him. Now washer's now sat inside that union there, so that we're going to get that nut on first. Just concentrate on one at a time, don't try and get them both. And there we are, we've got our first one on. Leave it loose while we get the second one. Okay, you see it's left us a gap here to get this washer in for the second one. We'll get him in there. I have the pump connected now. Now one of the last things to do, assuming you're using another leak like I've got, is just to vent the top of the pump. Because you put a new pump in, there's a little screw on the top which allows you to get the air out there, and then screw it back down. Okay, and basically that's your job finished. Right, that's about it. I hope that's given you an idea of the job, and whether you feel you can do that yourself or not, it's entirely your call, but at least you can see how it's done. That's about it though. All my stuff, you know, the usual place to go, Derrickton 33. Thanks very much for watching, guys. See you next time round. Bye bye.